Look at these buildings in California. The buildings in California, and look what the cubes have done to the building. It looks as if the matrix itself is what it looks like. Let me I put myself right here front and center. It looks like the matrix itself is falling apart. Okay, that's what it looks like. Let me stick myself back over here. Out of the way, look at the buildings. Look how the cubes. We've been looking at the cubes. We saw them in the Pacific Ocean. We did. Gina, honey, I don't remember seeing the cubes in the Pacific Ocean. Well, let me help you out because we have documented it quite recently. We have these cubes. Look at these buildings right here. Let me just make it a little bit bigger. We can make it a little bit bigger for you to see. Look at these. Look what the cubes are doing to the buildings. Let me shrink myself down. These buildings are all out of sync. It is like they're being dismantled and square cubes are doing it. They're doing it. Look at it. Come over here. Parts of this building is being done. We've got cubes. Why is there a cube right here beneath me on this building? Why is it? All right. Ask yourself, why is it? And what's happened to this building right here? What's happened to it? It's the cubes have literally done something to that building. Then if we come down here, now look what the cubes did to that building. They literally, these are the cubes, you all. The cubes. They took out part of this building right here. Right here. See? They took part of the building out. Let me run down the side of it. Look along the side of it. The cubes literally took that building apart. That building is supposed to be a solid structure. It is a solid structure, but somehow these cubes, they have literally, you can see the gaps right here. They literally made gaps. Gaps. They took cubes, individual frames, building blocks off these buildings. How can that be? How can the cubes pick and choose? How can pixels pick and choose what parts of a building that they want to disassemble, that they want to break down? You must ask yourself, you all, this ain't just sporadic. No, they're literally taking pieces of the building and they're putting them in different places and replacing them with different colors altogether. Look at this, you all. No, something is going on. It's like the matrix. These cubes are dismantling the matrix. They're rearranging things. Look, let me show you this right here. See this building right beside me? Like right there. See it? You want to see the silhouette of that building? The etched frame. That building right here, the outline of that building, it literally is right there. Look over there. It's outlined that building in, you can see it right here. The building is outlined right beside it. It's a complete outline of the building. How can that be? Something major is happening, you all. Something major. This is San Francisco. They have literally changed the structure of this building. And we saw the, oh, I'm supposed to be showing the cubes. That's right. We saw the cubes. The cubes entered. They entered in, what was it? April of 2019. The cubes, according to the time lapse on Google Maps, they first showed up. Let me show you this, you all. They first showed up right here. Look at this time lapse right here, because we did it. You all, let me stick myself in front of this, you all. Let's look at this. These cubes are doing something. They showed up, and really, I think it was somewhere shortly afterward that we personally started documenting the cubes. Look at the date. Look at this date right there. See that date? According to the time, that's when the cubes showed up in the Pacific Ocean. You can see them right here. There's thousands of them. Thousands and thousands of cubes. Thousands of cubes. See, we looked at this the day before yesterday. Thousands and thousands of cubes. They showed up all in the waters around this place. In April of 2019, our world really did change. Around that time span, big time, it started to change. Everything started to change. But the cubes themselves, they have the ability to build and tear down, is what they have the ability to do. They build it and they tear it down. Are we on over here? I need to come over here and look, because I'm going to take you to the place so you can see them. Oh, it's wild. It's really wild if you've not seen the cubes in action, because they are an intelligent species. Hello. Let me come over here. Yeah, so we got people on here. We got people on here, you all. That's okay. We got you all on here. Let's do it. The glitch, like the Mandela effect. All right, now let's do this. I think I've got some pictures showed up on here. Let's look at some of these right here. So we're going to come to here. Look at this building. See the outline over here? I hope this is working. Why is it showing that window? This whole entire thing is messed up. Let me get rid of the window capture. What is this doing on here, you all? I don't want the ships on here. My OBS thing is all screwed up. What do you think is happening? Oh my gosh. What is happening with this thing? I've got this on me, and this thing is all screwed up. This is wild. It really is. I just want to show the cubes. Let's see if it will let you see it like this. Because this is what yes, Penny Pincher, they can attack all they want. I don't want their negative energy. Okay, look at this. This right here is the outline of this building. How's that possible that we have an outline of that building right there? You can see it right there. It's clearly outlined. It's like it moved the building from its place. It moved the building from its place. And if you look over here, the cubes have taken this building right here. Look what they've done to it. They've taken pieces of it, you all. Now, you know that when you go to the NASA products, you see cubes. You see cubes show up on the NASA products. We all see them. Now look what they did. This is perfect. This is really perfect, you all. If you're just tuning in, this is real perfect. Look at this two buildings right here. I wonder if I can bring this 17157 on me. Let me see, 17157 on me. I think I can. Let me scoot down the matrix. Put it over here to the side. I'm going to stick it right here for now. Let me just put it right underneath me. The matrix seems like it's crumbling. 17157 is what I want to bring on here. And we will bring it on here, because this is a really cool one to look at. 17157. Got it. See, yeah, this is really cool. This one right here. I got to make it kind of big, is what I've got to make it so you all can see it. I want it to take up the whole screen if I can. The majority of it. Okay. It's perfect. Let me stick myself on here. Okay, we can see me. We can. Look over here at this building. Let's go over to the building, like so looks this inch really close to this building. Let's get close to it, because you can see the silhouette. We're talking about this one right here. You can see this building, what the cubes did. They decided they would move things around. They would rearrange things on this building. Now, look what they did to the side of it. Like right here. Look at the silhouette. That's all that's left there is like an outline. Can you see the outline of it? You can barely see the outline, but that's what they've done. And if we come over here, look at these right here. Look at this outline right here. Over there. See the outline right there, right next to me? It's the outline of a building. And then beneath me, look directly beneath me right there. That's the outline of one of these buildings too. But look how the cubes have literally rearranged these buildings. They rearranged this one. They've taken blocks, the building blocks of our world, and they pulled them apart. They pulled them apart is what they've done. Totally pulled them apart. This isn't just a matter of, oh, we got interference. No, this is something else interfering in this world that we live in. That's what it is, because it's literally doing a lot of rearranging of things. Let me take a screenshot since we've got it pulled up pretty good. And take a screenshot that way. And I'm going to delete this one right here because I've already took a screenshot of this one. But let's come over here, you all. Let's come over here. And we've got more that we can look at. We do. Let's see if we can get over here. So look at this one. Let's zoom it up. I hope it's going to bring you all over here because I pushed the button. Okay, I did. I pushed the button. Look at this. Look at the outlines of these buildings. This ain't normal. It is not normal. Parts of the building, parts of the skyscape, the cityscape is missing. Like, look at that one right there, you all. Look at this great big one, like right here. How on earth can they explain that? How can they explain that, you all? Really ask yourself. Let me put this back to me. How can they explain that? I'm going to bring up another photo one here. I know I'm a little bit small. That's okay. That's all right. We're just a little bit, you know, we're going to look at this one because this one's really wild. I noticed something strange this morning, so that's why I recorded it. I did. I thought I'm going to record it because it's strange, and I did. Look at it. Look at it, you all. Let me shrink myself down. Can you see it? Just look at it over there. How's that possible? How is that possible? How would something be so intelligent that it would take parts of a structure, leave some parts all twisted? Just see, look how twisted they are inside of here. They got twisted parts all in this structure right here. It's all twisted. They twisted it. They twisted the parts inside the building. It's all twisted. And I'm pretty sure that building right next to us, like right there, didn't have all them twisted lines in it. I'm sure it didn't. And it's got a skeleton. It's literally got an invisible skeleton frame in the sky. And the building behind me now, it's missing cubes. The cubes are pulled out. Pieces of it are pulled out. Okay, totally pulled out is what they are. Totally. So, it's okay, you all. We can get it. Oh, we are going to get it going. We really are. So that's all right. We can look at this. We can do it. We're going to document it because it is wild. It is so wild. Let me do this. I'm going to change this thumbnail too. I'm going to make the thumbnail a lot more in your face is what I want to make it. I'm going to make the thumbnail in your face. Boom! Right there. Right there. So that is wild, don't you think? All right, then let's find another one. We're going to find another one. Let's come to this screen because I took some screenshots is what I did. Oh, yes, 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 you all. We got it. 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 17158. 17158. You need to step out of the way. 17157 because 17158 is coming right up. 17158 is coming straight up, you all. We're going to look at 17158. 17158 is right in your face. It is, you all. It is wild. It's really wild. Let's get that matrix out of the way. Let's boom it up. Boom. Look at that, you all. In our face. In our face, you all. No. No. You all know that. No, look what they did. Look what they did. That's not normal. That's not normal. It is not. It's not normal by a long shot. No way. No way. It's not. It's like, what did you do to the buildings? That's what it is. What did you do? Is this literally, are these cubes literally dismantling? Because this ain't just pixels we're talking about now. No, we're talking about entire structures. Look at that. Then we all of a sudden have this, like right over there. All of a sudden we have that. But this one right there is making me hot. It is. We're looking at San Francisco landscape. This is the cityscape. The cubes are literally dismantling the cityscape. They literally did it. Just like this. Dismantled it. Because this is what we're looking at, Gina. This is what we're looking at, you all. Let me just see if we can get this on here. Where's my image? See if I can bring it up here, if I can. I don't know how to bring this image up. This is San Francisco. It's San Francisco. You can see what they're doing. Look at the buildings of San Francisco. The webcam is capturing it. They say, oh, we're experiencing interference. Well, yeah, you're experiencing interference from an advanced species. And look what they're doing in the digital world. What about this metaverse, you all? What about the metaverse? Is there something to the metaverse? Is there? Is there something to it? Because there could be something to the metaverse. And we got this going on right here. We got a matrix. It really does, you all. It looks like the matrix is falling apart, is what it looks like. It's totally falling apart, you all. I gotta try to figure out. We gotta try to figure out something. We do. That's right. That's okay. Let me do this, because this really tops it off. When we first started documenting the matrix, not the matrix, the cubes. When we first started doing it, we only found a little bit of the cubes in the WeWork building. That's all we found, a little bit of the cubes in the WeWork building. But then, you know what they did? They put the webcam to where we could not go back in time and look at it. Because the cubes literally did. They put on another tower. They dismantled one tower and they built their own tower. They assembled it, and it was cubes, little black cubes that did it. So let's look at some more. Let's see what else we got going on. We did do the 1758. Now we can come over here and we can just look at 1759. Look how they rearranging them. Oh, now my monitor's trying to not, it doesn't want to move for me. I want it to move, but it doesn't want to. Okay. See, look at the inside of these. This is Do you think that the cubes are replicating everything and they want to force us into the metaverse? Do you think they do? The metaverse world? The digital world? I don't want to live on a computer board. I don't. I don't want to live on a computer board. I don't. So look at that. They twisted this building because it is a shadow left over. Totally left over, you all. Totally left over. If you're just tuning in. Hello there, Susan B. What? No hate here. Somebody got some hate going on. Don't you dare be doing no hate, because we can't have it, you all. We can't have no hate coming on here, because that's lowering the vibration. Do I look like I'm in a hateful mood? No, I'm not. I'm in a very inquisitive mood because I think something's going on, and it doesn't look too good. It really don't look too good. Parts of the buildings are missing parts of them is what's happening. Parts of the buildings are missing parts of them. Let's go look at the video itself. But come over here. Now watch, wow. Watch this, you all. I wish I could make that bigger, but I can't make it bigger. Watch. Wait, I can make it bigger. I can. I think that I can do another window capture. Window capture. It will do this right here. I can make this big so you can see it bigger, and I can go over to that. I want you to watch some of these buildings as they rearrange. It's like a Tetris cube is what it's like, a Tetris cube. So watch this. Look at it. You see what they're doing? Look how that black building is moving like that. Is that not wild? And you can see the other buildings, you all. Oh, Nikki, honey, thank you. Look at it. You can see the other buildings. Like, how do they know to pick individual pieces? See, this is what the building looks like right here. This is total. This is what it's supposed to look like. But the matrix, look at that. And why does it pick some buildings and not all buildings? Ask yourself that. Why some buildings and not all buildings? See, that's the thing. So we come over here. Some buildings, but not all buildings. I'll let you see what this looks like. Now, this is really scrambled. That bird really gets something done to it, too. Boom, it got messed up. Look at it. It got lit up in white. Now the whole thing is scrambled. Look, the Comcast is failing us again. See, look at this. Look how it made a shadow of this pole. The pole is outlined in white. Also outlined in white. Let's come back over to the city. See what it's doing? It's not all the buildings. It's some of the buildings. You can go to those particular timestamps and you can look yourself. Somebody may say, Gina, that is nothing but pixels. I'm sorry. I don't buy that one bit, because why would the cubes show up in the Pacific Ocean if there was nothing to the cubes? Why would they? See, there's a silhouette of that one building on the side, that black building on the side. As this truck is, look underneath the truck, it literally, only thing that's left is an outline of it. It's like everything is totally rearranged. I don't know how long it went on. I really don't, because I didn't look at all of it. I just looked at bits of it, because it just gets only certain parts of the buildings is what it does, certain parts of the buildings. But let's go back to the 713, you all. Let's come back over here. I just wanted to let you see what it looks like when it's being scrolled through. Exactly what it looks like when it's being scrolled through, so you can see it for yourself. But this is not, it's not normal. I'm still scrolling you off. You're just tuning in. I wanted you to see what it looks like, because they say they got some technical difficulties, and they do. They say Comcast is causing all these technical difficulties, but I don't think it's Comcast. I think it's something else. I really do. This is how it started. And part of me thought, okay, was there something that happened with the sun? That's what part of me thought, was something happening with the sun. Okay, see, here's where I went. Look, look at this. The black building, it looks like a Tetris cube. And these cubes are literally putting pieces on these buildings that should not go there. Pieces on the buildings that shouldn't go. And totally rearranging them. Just like that. And this is what they're supposed to look like. Just normal. No, I don't think Comcast is failing. The cubes are dismantling these buildings. It's like a matrix. And they're picking only certain types, and they're leaving a silhouette of a building. So this one building, you all, this one building that is next to the tall building is only supposed to be a short gray building, but they're literally superimposing a skeleton-like thing on that one short building under the Merson thing is what they're doing, just like that. So let me come back over here. Let me stick my face back on here, you all. This is what it's supposed to look like. This is what it's supposed to look like, normal. But it's not normal. It's not. We shouldn't have a silhouetted exoskeleton of a building right here, regardless if that camera is experiencing technical difficulties or not. We should not have an exoskeleton showing up, because this looks like some kind of a matrix. It really does. It looks like a totally different world. And then you got big cubes. You got other types of lines over here. Look at that. So they literally got some exoskeletons. Exoskeletons. You got smooth places. There's something strange, really strange going on in this San Francisco skyscape area. Something really, really strange, because this is a massive. We've not seen this before. We didn't even document stuff like this in Tennessee at the WeWork building. We didn't. But this stuff has advanced big time. And then look like right here. Look right here. Parts of the buildings are rearranged by the cubes. So is something happening? Something's definitely happening, and it does. I admit, it looks like a matrix of some sort. And these cubes that we found in the Pacific Ocean, the Pacific Ocean cubes, you all. Let's just call them the Pacific Ocean cubes. Like right here. We found some more right here. But we found that the majority of all the cubes showed up in April of 2019 on the Google Maps. That's when they first showed up. April of 2019. And these are the videos. These are the thumbnails of the videos on this channel, is what they are. I just can't believe that. I really am. Well, and we got these ships. We got the ships right here. In the sky of San Francisco. You can see it. It's a light ship. But these ships, when they showed up, they didn't do anything to the buildings. They didn't. They just showed up in the sky. unlike the um, unlike the cubes, they did another thing. They literally did their own thing to the buildings like that. And I don't really know what effect this has in our real world with this right here occurring on a live webcam. Is this going to cause a domino effect in our world? Is it changing things in our world right now with this this cubes, this matrix looking exoskeletons of a city being picked up? Is it literally, is our dimension being changed? Is our world changing right before our eyes? And we can tell it's changing with this camera. Is it because CERN is doing something and they've tapped into something and they've opened up some kind of a parallel universe or world or something like that? And we got stuck in it? And we're seeing, you know, you ever see the never ending story? How the world where it took place at, it slowly, everything started crumbling away. And it was up to Sebastian to try to figure out why. He was trying to save it. Everything was disappearing. And at the end, the princess said, just call my name. And he had to give her a new name, and then everything came back. But that's really weird. If you think about the never-ending story, why did that happen? Oh, it's getting cold, you all. So this, I'm wondering if this is going, if this is due to someone tampering with the dimensions, you know, because it don't look good. It don't feel right. It doesn't. It doesn't feel right at all looking at the building like that. And these cubes, I mean, these are really interesting. I like documenting the cubes, I really do, but it doesn't feel right at all. Because my being says that these cubes are intelligent beings. They are a life form. There's some type of AI technology, some type of AI species, an artificial intelligence species. They could be one with the Borg, even though we're only seeing them like here on cameras and stuff in the digital world. But they're having a physical effect on us. That's what I feel, a physical effect of us on us in this real world that we live in. Just because, oh, it's just on the computer, it's just being picked up on webcams. Well, there's a lot of things that the cameras can see that we can't see. Like they got infrared vision. We don't got built-in infrared night vision in our eyes and stuff. And that's right, you all of it. This is the strangest thing. It's just what I want to say. The strangest thing. If you're just tuning in, we just documented these buildings have been rearranged. They have by the cubes. And they keep saying that they have Comcast interfering, is what they say. Comcast is interfering with their communications, and this is what the city of San Francisco is supposed to look like right here. It's supposed to look like this, and watch it. See, they already taken parts of it out. Can you see it? It literally looks like some kind of a video game, the way that these pieces are being rearranged. And it does. Let me just tell you. It looks like one of NASA's products of the cubes all around. They got a red sun, and they got these cubes that are constantly rearranging themselves around that red sun. They really do. NASA's got a product like that where they are rearranging themselves, and perhaps you know which one that I speak of. You probably do. The NASA product where the cubes are rearranging themselves all around it. This is getting stranger by the day. It really is getting stranger by the day. And it wasn't an incident. It wasn't like a mistake or just a coincidence that we saw those cubes. It was not a coincidence at all. Not at all. I think there was a reason we saw those cubes. And because the cubes they're really making their presence known. They really are. They're making their presence known, especially right here. This is like one of the best documentations yet, because you can go back on this. See, they're so intelligent. They put a white cube on this tall building right here. A white cube on the tall building is what they did. Let me do this, you all. A white cube on the tall building. If we can do this. See, how would they know to do this to this building? They did. They just took a big chunk out of it in the digital world. Big chunk. And these are nothing but cubes. A bunch of cubes. And exoskeletons where a building would be. And they replicating it. And this right here is a replica of this. You say, Gina, I cannot see it. Let me help you out. Because I can help you out. I really can. Let me just make it dark. It makes it better when it's darker so you can see it. See the silhouette of the building right here, what they did to it. They're building in the metaverse is what I think is happening. They're building a whole new world. What if that's what they're doing? Building a whole new world in the metaverse. And they're using all these cameras to make complete replicas. Complete replicas of this world that we live in. What if they're doing that? I mean, it's a thought. It really is like a thought that's what they're doing right there. That's just so wild. It really is, you all. So I'm going to come back to here because this is strange. It's so strange. And I am going to go. So the cubes are dismantling the matrix. Why? Is it so they can rebuild another world? Another world? Could be. Anything's possible at this point, you all. Anything is possible at this point with these cubes. It is. So I'm going to go, and I want to thank you all for coming on here, you all. We're gonna stay on top of this stuff on the live webcams, and I hope that's okay because we need to get the information out. We need to find as much information as possible in the short period of time that we have left. We do. So, yeah, that's wonderful, you all. Thank you so much for tuning in. So something is happening. It is. Something has, yeah, there's a sense of urgency in the air. So with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello. From my heart to yours, love you. Have a wonderful rest of your afternoon, and I hope to see you later tonight. And thank you all for your comments. Thank you, Susan B. Honey. And thank you all.